We are now officially counting down the final weeks until Apple's highly anticipated September 2025 keynote event, and tech enthusiasts across the globe are eagerly waiting for what might just be Apple's most feature-packed iPhone yet, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, scheduled to be unveiled alongside the full iPhone 17 lineup. This flagship is shaping up to be much more innovative than anyone initially expected. While many assumed it would just be a mild upgrade over the iPhone 16 Pro Max, leaks and insider reports now suggest that Apple is preparing a dramatic evolution of both hardware and design. In this deep dive breakdown, we'll walk you through the 7 biggest new iPhone 17 Pro Max leak updates, from major MagSafe redesigns to the return of aluminum, from triple for 8MP cameras to vapor chamber cooling. Every leak paints a picture of a phone built for performance, endurance, and the future of mobile AI. Leak 1. MagSafe redesign and glass charging window starting with one of the most noticeable physical changes. Apple is completely redesigning the MagSafe magnetic coil system on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Recent dummy model leaks and CAD renders confirm that the classic circular MagSafe alignment is being cut from the bottom, resulting in a slimmer and more compact magnetic array. Why this redesign now? It all comes down to the growing size of the rear camera module, with the camera bump becoming significantly larger to accommodate upgraded sensors and optics. Apple needs to shift the MagSafe system downward to avoid magnetic interference, especially with larger accessories like battery packs and stands. This repositioning leads to something entirely new for iPhones: a dedicated glass window on the back panel. This window will house the MagSafe magnets and allow for faster, more efficient wireless charging speeds, expected to hit 50 West this year. This structural shift also affects the internal layout, enabling better separation between thermal zones and accessories, and opens the door for more accurate accessory alignment, perhaps for next-gen AirPods or Apple Watch Series 11. Leak 2. Apple logo relocation after nearly a decade. For the first time in nearly 10 years, Apple is reportedly relocating the Apple logo on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And yes, it's directly tied to the MagSafe and camera changes. If Apple kept the logo in its traditional central position, it would appear visually off-center relative to the new MagSafe window and the camera hump. That kind of misalignment would be a major design inconsistency, which Apple's industrial design teams simply won't allow. By moving the logo slightly downward, Apple will restore aesthetic balance and symmetry, aligning with the new internals and preserving its iconic design polish. This change, subtle to some, is also confirmation that the new glass MagSafe window and redesigned charging alignment are both here to stay. Leak 3. Major chipset shakeup. A19 and A19 Pro across the line. Initially, leaks suggested that only the Pro and Pro Max models would receive the new A19 Pro chip, while the base iPhone 17 would stick with the A18 Bionic, and the 17 Air would receive a standard A19. But a major update from reliable Chinese source Fixed Focus Digital completely changed the narrative. Now, every iPhone 17 model, including the Air and base version, will ship with some form of the A19 chip, with only GPU core count and optimization levels separating them. Most surprisingly, the iPhone 17 Air, despite its ultra-slim form factor and non-Pro branding, will receive the A19 Pro chip, albeit with a 5-core GPU instead of the 6-core version found on the 17 Pro and Pro Max. This marks a dramatic shift in Apple's chip segmentation strategy, suggesting the company is leaning into AI parity across the lineup, while reserving graphical and thermally intensive features for the flagship devices. Expect the A19 Pro to deliver even greater AI-enhanced capabilities, including real-time translation, background processing, low-power machine learning, and enhanced camera computations, all on-device. Leak 4. Triple for 8MP cameras with 5x telephoto. Upgrade talk cameras, arguably the most important upgrade area for many users. According to reliable reports from Digital Chat Station, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will retain the 5x tetraprism telephoto lens, introduced in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but with major sensor improvements. Apple is preparing to launch a 444 8MP camera system on the back, meaning all 3 lenses, wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, will shoot at 48 megapixels. This will be a first in iPhone history. There were earlier concerns that Apple might downgrade the zoom lens to 3.5x to accommodate internal changes. Thankfully, that's not happening. Instead, we're getting 5x zoom with higher resolution, enhanced with deep fusion, photonic engine, and likely AI-assisted image processing to improve edge detection, color accuracy, and motion stabilization. This may place Apple's telephoto performance above that of the Galaxy S25 Ultra, a serious milestone given Samsung's dominance in long-range photography. Video recording could also see a major leap. With these sensor upgrades, there's a strong possibility of 8K video recording support, better cinematic mode depth mapping, and real-time editing enhancements thanks to the A19 Pro chip and new vapor cooling. Leak 5. Smaller dynamic island. With smarted dynamic island is getting smarter and smaller. According to updated leaks from multiple insiders, including Jeff Poo and Digital Chat Station, Apple is planning to redesign the front cutout across all iPhone 17 models, not just the Pro Max. This goes against earlier leaks that hinted at a Pro Max exclusive dynamic island redesign. The new implementation, possibly referred to as the Smart Island, is expected to shrink in size when not in use, offering a more immersive and distraction-free experience during full-screen activities like video playback, gaming, and web browsing. This will be achieved by further integrating the Face ID sensor array into a smaller hardware module, allowing the screen real estate to grow subtly and improve overall usability. Think of this like the iPhone 13's smaller notch compared to the iPhone 12, a subtle yet impactful visual refinement. This change will help differentiate the iPhone 17 lineup from the iPhone 16 series on the front, even if the form factor and button placements remain largely the same. Leak 6. Return to aluminum. Titanium is gone. Here's a curveball, according to verified information from Instant Digital. Apple is ditching titanium and stainless steel for the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, and going back to aluminum frames. This is a huge design reversal from what many considered a permanent shift with the 15 Pro's titanium finish. But Apple seems to have compelling reasons behind the move. Let's break them down. Cost control. As global material costs rise, using titanium becomes less feasible for keeping prices competitive. Aluminum, being more abundant and cheaper to manufacture, gives Apple more flexibility without compromising its margins, especially important if they're planning to avoid another price hike in 2025. Machining efficiency. Apple has decades of experience milling aluminum unibody designs, especially from the MacBook lineup. Aluminum is easier to mold and drill internally, allowing Apple to shape deeper camera housings and internal component spaces with greater accuracy and speed. Weight reduction. Titanium is strong but heavier than aluminum, and with the iPhone 17 Pro Max rumored to be larger and thicker to accommodate bigger battery cells, switching to aluminum helps maintain a lighter, more balanced feel. This will be important when competing against devices like the Galaxy S26 Ultra, which has optimized its frame for minimal hand fatigue. Thermal conductivity. Perhaps the biggest reason for the switch. Aluminum is a better heat conductor than both titanium and stainless steel. With Apple pushing the A19 Pro to its limits and adding AI acceleration and high-resolution video capture, efficient cooling becomes critical, which brings us to the final leak. Leak 7. Industry-first vapor chamber cooling for Chip Plus Camera 4. The first time in iPhone history, Apple is reportedly introducing a vapor chamber cooling system in the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max models. But unlike standard vapor coolers used in gaming phones, Apple is allegedly developing a dual-target vapor system, one that simultaneously cools both the A19 Pro chip and the main rear camera sensor. Why is this a big deal? Because high-end camera functions like continuous 8K video recording, extended ProRAW burst, and advanced AI-enhanced photography place intense thermal stress on both the SoC and imaging hardware. By directly connecting the vapor chamber to both units, Apple can maintain high-performance output without thermal throttling, even during long recording sessions. This also opens the door to professional-level filmmaking, where overheating during extended shoots has always been a limitation. Combined with improved thermal dissipation from the aluminum frame, this is Apple signaling that mobile content creation is a top priority moving forward. Final thoughts. Is iPhone 17 Pro Max the ultimate Apple smartphone? The iPhone 17 Pro Max isn't just an evolution, it's Apple's boldest leap forward in years. From a completely redesigned MagSafe system and relocated Apple logo to an all-aluminum body with improved heat management, this phone is built with intention. Add to that a flagship A19 Pro chip across multiple models, the first triple for 8MP camera system with 5x zoom, and a vapor chamber cooling system tied to both the processor and the camera, and you've got a smartphone years ahead of its time.